Close my door whenever you come back in. Okay.
Hi, prettiness. All my pretty girls are here.
Aw. They're so sweet.
Oh, thanks.
So,
Hey, I got that Mother's Day card. It was the cutest thing in the world. I can't believe it.
From me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What a surprise.
It is. Show it to us.
yeah, let's see it.
You always surprise me. Downstairs.
I got to close this door.
Okay.
Oh, I can see that. Hear that, I mean. Can you see it?
Okay, you're good.
Take pictures.
You see it,
Okay.
Britt?
Sorry. I've just got so many people here. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. That's from her 70th surprise birthday party that I did last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah.
And that's real cute.
Where'd you get that
I'm
made?
glad you liked it.
I love it.
Brittney, where'd you get that made?
Huh? I'll have to send you a link. I've got to ask somebody. I'm not sure how it is, but they're just like really cool, done on good paper, and you can
Really
make
nice.
collages, pick frames. You can, and then you just mail it, and you can
They nailed it, I
customize
think.
what you want to say on it. So you basically are making your own card with pictures. So it's kind of cool.
It is real cool.
I got a few of them also for Mother's Day from someone. So
You know what? I was trying paint colors. Look at these paint colors, how pretty they look together, that green, pink, and navy blue. Can you see that?
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So do I need to reel her in and ask my mom questions, or are you
No, like
asking questions?
you're gonna be the main person first, asking a bunch of questions.
Okay.
And
Okay.
we'll ask some questions afterwards, kind of chime in a little. So
Okay, so
Your
I
mother-
guess all I have to really go off of, because I couldn't look at the email, it's a Happy Mother's Day, and we are going to be interviewing you with questions about me as a child or growing up, funny stuff, what have you. So what is your favorite memory of me when I was little
Oh, gosh.
that I wouldn't know about?
All that you wouldn't know about.
I mean, that I wouldn't be able to really remember too well, or one that I can remember.
Well, actually, I wasn't there, but it's a good memory for you. I was working at a job where I had different hours every week.
Yeah.
And it made it very difficult for me. And oftentimes I didn't have anyone to keep Brittney, and it was just very stressful. And a friend of mine who I worked with was off on a day I had to work, and he took her that day and took her to New Harmony and showed her everything, took movies and pictures of her, adorable pictures. And I could just feel being there when she was running through the unmarked grave in New Harmony. There's a wall where the Indians are buried, and she was running through that field in her little face, and she had a little pink dress on, and I just couldn't. I loved that time, even though I wasn't there. I relived it through the pictures he took.
do you still have the pictures?
Yes.
Oh, I want to see those. I don't know what those are.
You should. They're super
What
cute.
are some of the questions that you asked your mom, Jen?
Well, I can lead some of the questions if you want. That's fine.
Please do, because I am drawing blanks here, because I don't usually ask her about stuff about me. I don't know.
So what was Brittney like as a child growing up?
There we
She
go.
was adorable. She was adorable, but very headstrong. But she had the biggest heart of all my children, maybe tied with Gina. Well, Nick too, but
Yeah.
Brittney was the most caring child. If you got hurt, she was all over it. I mean, she was, oh, are you okay? Oh, let me get this for you. Let me get that for you. She was just really involved with any kind of help if you needed it, if you were sick.
Aww.
Yeah. So that was one of her really good qualities. And another quality that I loved about Brittney when she was little is if you were angry with her or she'd done something wrong and she knew you were angry, she would be the saddest kid in the world. She'd go in her room or get in a closet, and she'd sit there with her head down, little tears running down her face. And then I and I regret this, she would always come to me, and try to make up to me. And I should have gone to her more, I think. But I was frustrated a lot. But she would always come to me, and she'd get up beside me, put her arms around me, and tell me she loved me. And out of all my 4 children, Brittney's told me she loved me over the years more than any of my children.
Yeah.
Aww. I'm on this, baby. Speaking of Mother's Day, here we go. I got mine. I got a Big Mac for my Big Mac self.
No.
Okay, close the door. We were interviewing Jen's mom earlier, and her mom mentioned something about Jen sucking her thumb. What do you have to say about that?
Oh my God!
Want to tell some thumb sucking stories?
Brittney definitely sucks her thumb.
Let's not forget about Fat Peter.
Well, my sister, I personally don't know of any of that, but I can tell you about a blanket.
Yeah.
That's associated with a guy named Peter who is a little on the chubby side. So my sister crocheted, I think, or made a little quilt for Brittney when she was little, and she was attached to it, and she took it everywhere she went. Well, one day she came home bawling and squalling, and we lived out at some apartments on the Far East Side. No, it was, I can't think of the name of it now. It's way out there on Lincoln. Okay. First apartment I ever lived in. And evidently this chubby little boy named Peter took her blanket and threw it in the dumpster.
I like to call him Fat Peter because I don't like him.
She came home crying and said, Fat Peter took my blanket and threw it in the dumpster. I said, what?
Can you imagine?
I was cracking up, but I didn't know what to think. So that's the story of Fat Peter.
Fat Peter, are you friends with him on Facebook, Brittney?
No.
I doubt it.
Mom what did you used to do to my fingernails at nighttime, Mom? Because of my thumb sucking.
Oh, yeah, she had a severe thumb sucking problem. So I bought this stuff that's real bitter or hot or nasty, and I would paint it on her nails. And that kid would suck through it and make the most horrible faces till she got it all off, and she'd suck her thumb all night. She was a rascal, determined.
I sucked my thumb till I was 18, till I got pregnant with Dylan.
Yeah, she did. That's quite true. And so did Gina, my daughter. Gina. Yeah. I had 2 little weirdos.
Okay, next question.
All right.
Okay, so when Brittney would get in trouble, what did she get in trouble for the most growing up?
Oh,
gosh. When she was young, I'm talking about years like up to 6 or 7. Really, I don't think she got in trouble that much. Mostly I would just scold her for not doing what I told her to do or not obeying. And overall, she was a pretty good kid. She just was stubborn.
Strong-headed.
Wanted to argue with me about why she should do something and why she shouldn't do something. So I had to end up telling her, it's not a debate.
I find myself saying that to my kids now, and I'm like, my poor mother. Oh, my God.
You have to pay for your raising when you have children.
Jen asked a question earlier to her mom, too, that was, what's the funny the something I did that was bad that you wanted to laugh about but you couldn't?
Oh, gosh, that's a toughie.
Yeah,
I am 71 now. My head's not real good. My memory's not that good. Okay. Gosh, I'm having a hard time.
It's hard.
Do you know what it is?
If Jen has another question. Okay. No, I don't know. It's hard when you have 4 kids to remember.
It is. That's true. You get them mixed up.
If Brittney was a boy, what would you have named her?
Oh, goodness. Probably Sterling or Nathan. Cool. My grandfather's was Nathan or Thomas. My dad was Thomas. There's always been a Thomas Hardy in our family. Probably.
Why didn't I do that? I should have done that with Blake.
I should have named her Nathaniel. I probably named her Nathaniel Thomas or I like Sterling a lot.
I love that name. Why didn't you tell me those names when I had my kids?
You remember the stubborn part of Brittney who doesn't listen to anyone? There you have it.
I beg to differ.
I wasn't going to waste my breath. No. One thing I'll say about Brittney, she's never taken my advice.
That's not true.
I think it's pretty true.
I do now.
Okay,
Not
well,
really.
hey, that leads me to one of my other questions I had was, what is the best advice your mom ever gave you? Whether you followed it or not, what was the best advice she's ever given you?
There's so much. I don't know which one.
I've given her a lot.
She's given me a lot, and I remember it. Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
That's not the best advice I've ever
No, it's
given
not. I would say stuff, but I feel like, I don't know.
How about
The one thing that comes to my mind is not marrying Casey, but
yeah, I said he's not right for you. You're never going to be happy with him. You're just going to go through these motions. It's not going to work. I wasn't trying to defeat you. I don't think I said it's not going to work, but I just said I don't think it's a good idea. The best advice I think I told you is don't fall back on old crutches. They'll let you down every time.
Another one. I mean, there's so much. Like just recently, and now I call my mom and I'm like, "What do I do?" And she, like the other day, I was like, "I'm gonna file for bankruptcy," and she was like, "No, you're not." You know, and my sponsor agreed. She was like, "You're not. You don't need to file for bankruptcy. That's your debt. You need to figure it out." You know.
Learn something on your own so you can always take care of yourself. Don't depend on a man.
Yeah, that's the best advice. Don't depend on a man.
Yeah, I've told Jasmine
And that's what I've been doing.
And you're doing it well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here comes Chris. He wants to say hi.
Hi, Chris.
I'm always eating or doing something weird during these. It's just my MO.
There's nothing wrong with depending on a man. You just got to find the right man to depend on.
Well, I've been through 4.
Well, check the trunk, Beverly. Get the spare out. There's 4 tires on a car. There's a spare in the trunk.
Oh,
that was so cute.
Yeah, some are keepers and some are. I should have kept a couple of mine and got rid of them later. But I had good reasons, I think.
No, I just pop in.
I think that was cute and I like it, and I think you're awesome.
That was cute.
I think you're awesome.
What about
But he's got to be a Southern man. A Southern man will treat you right.
not necessarily.
Yeah,
not necessarily.
They're not all P's and Q's, but some of them are R's.
all men are different.
You are so silly. Gosh.
He just want to be on camera.
I know. Can't take him anywhere.
No.
Okay, what next?
What was Brittney's like her favorite hobby as a child? Like what activity did she like to do the most?
Well, she really liked gymnastics. Unfortunately, I couldn't keep her in it consistently. She really liked it. She was good at it. She loved playing with Barbie dolls. I know that's I don't know if that's a talent, but she was very creative. She would I told her, I said, when I was little, I had to go find stuff to go with my dolls. She would just scour the house looking for something she could use for a table or looking for something she could use for a bed. She'd take Kleenex and fold them up and make blankets. And she just was very creative, very resourceful. And she was adorable. She would jump up and just start doing stuff. I mean, she wasn't a kid that always was wham wanting mommy to do everything for her. She wanted to get in there and do it.
I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm sick of waiting on somebody to cook for me. Somebody needs to teach me how to do it.
Oh
Yeah.
But I still have that mentality.
Beverly, did you teach her to cook? Because she's an amazing cook.
Well, I tried to. Like I said, I worked a different shift every week. It was really difficult. So sometimes I didn't see her for 5 days. But yes, I taught my kids to cook. When it was in kindergarten, I said, you're going to have to cook your own breakfast. I've got a baby and I can't take care of everyone. So I taught him how to make his eggs in the microwave. And I just taught him all how to do stuff. And,
I think I learned more from just being around so many people in my family that cook, and everything we did, it was around being together and what were we going to cook. Okay,
Well,
I'm
another
doing
thing,
something right now.
when Brittney
And
was married to Casey,
I really I taught myself how to cook for Casey. Like,
and I got her a subscription to was it Taste of Home or All Recipes?
yes,
Taste of Home.
yes.
And she really blossomed after that. She made almost every recipe in every magazine. She was, just so excited.
I did.
About that.
And I would call you or Aunt Marilyn and ask, what do I do? What is this for? Because I didn't understand spices and stuff. So I kind of taught myself, but seeing my mom cook and bake is what made me think it's normal.
All my children are pretty good cooks, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever lose Brittney in the store or the grocery store?
Gosh. I think I lost her because I think she was hiding under one of those ramps. You know what I'm talking about? I lost her, but she wasn't lost. She knew what she was doing. Yeah, she was hiding from me. Bless her little heart.
Was she a wild teenager?
I couldn't keep her home. She kept running away from home. That was the worst part. Not knowing where she was.
Did you sneak out? Is that what you were doing?
A lot.
Yeah, she was bad.
I really was.
So what age did that start?
13, 12.
Not that bad. Not that young. No, she started being pretty she didn't obey me very well.
Yeah.
And then
she doesn't obey me very well either.
No.
Well, Jen, let's just quarantine her and just ground her. What do you say?
I have tried to hold her down. You can't.
You got a basement over there we could chain her up to.
She wants to put me in a Breaking Bad mobile home.
It's not.
There you go. Hey, I think we should move in that camper, girl.
Yeah.
Well,
you'd be right there. The kids would love
driving.
it. You get to see the kids all the time.
Jen would have to drive me to
No, she wouldn't.
drug court every morning. My car can't do it.
Yeah.
Meadow's having a meltdown. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Ew, look what we're looking at. Yeah. I don't like covers and blankets and things. They make me nervous. Don't look at my house. I hope you can't see anything crazy.
Oh, does it?
Your house is beautiful, Bev. I've been in it.
It's a blanket.
Beautiful.
Well, it's a wreck right now, but thank you.
blanket.
It's a total wreck because I'm doing that remodeling. Everything's every which way.
I've never ate French fries this slow. I love it. I'm actually enjoying this.
It's called eating.
Yeah. Sharon, you're good at some good questions. Let's probe into this.
Let's see, what's the most bizarre thing that Brittney ever did when she was a kid?
Bizarre. Well, it might have been bizarre. It was bizarre to me, and it was she went mountain climbing or something when we lived in Chattanooga. With kids and did all kinds of crazy stuff, slid down waterfalls. But the sad part of it was she had on my disco satin magenta pants from the 70s. My disco pants, like absolutely forbid her to have. And she
I'd sneak and get them when she wasn't there.
Took them with her and wore them mountain climbing. I don't know if that was bizarre or not. It was bizarre. I was livid.
I think I was on acid at that time.
What?
Ooh. Well, I don't know about that stuff. That's not in my world, girl. Not my wheelhouse.
I was a little rebellious.
She wasn't like me at all. She just
No.
I wasn't. I was rebellious in some ways, but not like her.
Yeah, no, you weren't like me when I was young at all.
I was the kind of person that wanted to do what was right. If you got homework, you got to do it. You got to get it done. You got to do it.
Yeah, she's like Jen when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Which television character reminds you the most of Brittney?
Oh, that little girl on oh shoot. Who was it that did it? Wasn't My Little Pony, was it that little girl that sang
Strawberry Shortcake? Rainbow Bright?
Strawberry shortcake. That's it.
Yeah, I knew it. I
She had
know
red
you have
hair.
a bizarre thing that I did now that we talked about strawberry shortcake.
She had the cutest strawberry shortcake dolls. They were darling. Well, one day we were at home and I hadn't heard from her in a while. She was real quiet and she was in her room and I thought, well, I better go check on her. And she was in there and she had taken fingernail scissors or some kind of scissors and cut strawberry shortcake's hair off all the way down to it was like a 1/8 of an inch all over her head. And I said, I cannot believe you did that to your doll. Why would you cut her hair off? She said, well, I just gave her a punk rock hairdo.
But listen, Mom made Meadows, was it the baby shower cake or?
Yeah.
It was the birthday cake or the baby shower cake, and she put those exact same strawberry shortcake doll on the cake.
Yeah, I did.
Like, here you go.
Good luck.
Yeah. That's like the only thing I really have from my childhood is that strawberry shortcake.
You still have it?
Yeah. Yep.
I lost almost all her toys when we had a big flood and it got in our cellar. And I had all her toys in a great big bag. I used to sell Tupperware and I had this huge bag full of all her stuff and it just got ruined. I was so sad.
So for Christmas one year when I was about Meadows' age, I was 4 or 5. We lived at Bryce de Moray and I would come home from work. I mean, Mom would come home from work and she would make me go to my room. And I was so angry. And she was like, go upstairs. You can't be down here. And I hear saws and all this stuff going on downstairs. I'm like, what is going on? And so Christmas morning, I come downstairs and she had made out of wood from work that she brought home from PPG an entire set of Barbie furniture, Barbie quilts, Barbie bookshelves, Barbie couch, Barbie end tables. She made them Barbie size and glued them and cut them and made them, and they were all sitting there. So all that stuff was in the house on Lincoln with my Barbie bus because I really did love Barbies. Like I was obsessed. I played with them constantly, and I played with them constantly, and I had so many. And they all got destroyed. They got water on them and got molded, and it was devastating. It really was. I kind of forgot about it because it was so traumatizing. I got a resentment toward that basement.
You blocked
What about that? What about those cute little glass tables I made you with the circles I drilled out of the glass pieces?
Little end tables,
Oh,
coffee tables, all this stuff. Little cushions for the couch. I mean, because like she said, whenever I got my Barbies and I was little, I would get shoe boxes and washcloths and make couches out of the shoe boxes and washcloths or beds or whatever. And then when I get done, I put all my Barbies in a shoe box and I put it up. Not that I ever kept my room clean or anything, but I did keep that straight.
True.
So, Beverly, what was the best present Brittany's ever gotten for you?
Oh, goodness. Brittany has gotten me more nice presents. It's unreal. Well, when I had breast cancer, Brittany, I had a Pandora bracelet, and Brittany went to the Pandora store and got me the nicest bracelet. It had a flower on each side. One side had a traditional flower. The other side had a more modern, contemporary looking flower in it, and it had an inscription on it that was so sweet. I can't remember exactly right now. I haven't looked at it in a bit, but that was very sweet. She's very thoughtful on gift giving. And she got me a really nice watch a couple years ago, but that little charm was really sweet.
I just forgot about that bracelet.
And you brought me more charms than anyone.
A bunch.
Yeah.
I love doing that though.
what's your favorite memory of Brittney, of you and Brittney?
I'm trying to think.
This one right here.
This is hard.
It's a proud moment watching your daughter shove a Big Mac in her face right now.
She's great at interviews. Let's see here.
Your favorite memory?
My favorite memory, right. My favorite memory.
I've probably given her a lot of bad ones on accident. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of a good one. Well, we've not really spent a lot of time together.
Mm-hmm.
And she was married to Casey all those years when she was young.
Mm-hmm.
She's been gone, and
She has good memories. It can be simple.
I guess. Well, the thing I like is when I can get her to do things with me. Like one day we got out in the car together and spent the whole day together. When she just ran around with me, and we got all kinds of things done. And I love that kind of stuff. And that to me makes memories. I know it seems simple, but that's what I really enjoy doing with her. It's fun. I appreciate her input, and I think she has good taste, and I value that when she goes with me, but that doesn't happen very often. So I guess that's one good memory I have, because we did do it a couple of times.
I think that we have fun when we work on stuff together. I think when I'm painting or you're working on projects or whatever we're doing, we always seem to like really, excel in that. Like,
right.
When you have something going on, what my mom likes, time spent doing stuff. She really likes projects. So it's like she's constantly remodeling everything.
That's not true.
She gets one done and moves. She gets the house the way she wants it, and then she leaves and does it again. It's fine.
I think that was across the board, though. I think the other two moms kind of said the same thing, like going out and just doing regular everyday stuff, sitting around and
I guess
we have a lot of fun,
ladies.
It just takes a little bit to remember, Yeah, her helping me in painting. She's helped me a lot on stuff. One fun memory or good memory was when we replumbed my house I just sold, my old house I had for years.
Hush.
We replumbed it. We had some fun, exciting times. And I love that memory of her coming and showing interest. She shows a lot of interest in me and supports me when I do stuff, and I love that. So those are kind of good memories I have. And of course,
I'm good at showing up during a crisis, but I'm just weird. I don't like to window shop. She loves window shopping, and I just can't do it unless I have a bunch of money to waste. I don't want to go. I'm like logical. Like I can't go and look because
basically I'm usually looking for something. I don't like to just waste my time. I can't stand that. I'm going to do so much of that, and then I want to get down to business on something. We're boring you all to death.
I love it. Where's Meadow? Bring Meadow on the screen.
Come here, sis.
It's Mother's Day.
She's cold.
Oh.
Hi, Meadow.
Poor Meadow.
It's just Jen and Annie. You better say hi to your Annie for Mother's Day. Oh.
You're my mother.
I'm your mother. You said you're not my mother. Oh, she's the cutest little girl ever.
Brittney, one day we'll be doing this video.
Huh?
One day we'll be doing this video interview with Meadow.
Yes. Somebody asked me the other day and said something kind of negative about, who was it? Why are you doing podcasts? Was it you?
Me?
It wasn't you, Mom.
No.
Somebody said, why are you doing podcasts? And I was like, well, because, it was Nikki. Oh, it just shut off, or what happened? Was it Nikki? And she was like, why are you doing podcasts? And I said, well, you got to get famous some way. So everybody started somewhere. Ellen started somewhere.
I don't think we're going to get famous from any of this. It's just kind of fun.
I was just being silly.
I want to ask Meadow a question about
Meadow. Jen wants to ask you a question. Too bad.
Okay, Meadow, I'll remember that.
I don't like that answer.
I don't either.
That would get soap in somebody's mouth. They lived in my house.
Ooh, did Brittney get soap in her mouth a lot?
No, I don't think so. I did one kid, though. I don't remember who it was. I used to make them go pick out their switches. And
She did.
Stand them all in a line and whoop them.
They all couldn't hold me down.
Oh, I see. The funniest thing.
She'd be like, go pick a green one.
Jen, you're going to love this. She was probably about 9 or 10, and she'd done something smart enough to me. She was really smarty off to me. And Valerie's over, and she's probably a teenager, 18 or 19 or something. And Brittney done something. I was going to spank her. We were so angry. And I said, I'm going to co-cock you, girl. And she says, you'll never co-cock me. Whatever co-cock means, I'm not really sure.
Or I don't understand it.
Is that funny or what?
Somebody Google what cocock means.
She was a pistol, I'm telling you. That kid was
still
a pistol. Yeah, she sure is. What are we going to do with her now that I've got some help on the line?
I don't know.
Oh,
Man, I try, but she's too far away right now.
Jen's doing everything she can.
Far away. I love that song.
These two
She's
are
got me doing positive stuff.
Who do?
That's good.
You're on the
Yeah.
right.
I really am. It's okay. I'm just having a bad day today.
You know what I should have asked in the other interviews too is, do you guys have any plans with each other? Do you guys have plans for Mother's Day tomorrow or anything going on?
Not that I've heard from any of my children.
I mean, I know everybody's under like quarantine and all that stuff too, but
Yeah, it'd be fun if they'd come out and sit out with me, but I'm worried about my sister.
I'm coming over. We
My
can ride
sister's
out and see Marilyn if you want to take her some food and some flowers.
I'd love to do that. If you'd go with me, it'd be just fabulous.
Do we need
I'm not trying to, it looks like I'm not making eye contact, but I'm actually working on this picture as we talk.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Nice.
Thank
That's
you.
really cool.
I'm just sitting here
Okay.
painting little flowers on the field. Trying to do something right here.
Mm-hmm.
Brittney,
Well-
you're cracking me up.
If this cuts off, it might cut out.
I'm eating.
It might. I don't know. It's getting close to the time limit, but it might cut off. So if it does, that's what happened.
Okay.
A Big Mac's not good when it's cold.
No.
But hey, Beverly, thank you for participating in our little Mother's Day chat, and we hope you have a good Mother's Day.
It was nice to meet you.
I'm sure I will. I love meeting you too. You're so cheery. You're like my daughter. She's like
Aw.
that.
I love these girls. It's a good group of girls.
Well,
Yes.
great. Well, this has been fun. I hope I didn't bore y'all to death.
No,
Not at all.
Why
Not
am
at
I
all.
getting things from Fifth Third, card locked, contact something? I don't even have a Fifth Third account.
spam.
Okay, well, I love you. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'll see you.
Thank you. Thanks, sweetie. I love you too. I'll see you
Okay.
later.
Bye,
See you
guys.
later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, hon. Bye, Jean.